These are things I wish somebody told me before sophomore year. Hi guys, it's your favorite person, Sifa, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, the back to school season is upon us. As much as I hate to say that, people are moving up in grades, people are going to college, people are graduating from college. Personally, I'm going into my junior year of high school, so to all the sophomores and freshmen, I want to give you guys advice for high school and what to expect, especially for sophomore year because I was just fresh out of that. Welcome to high school advice. It's my second time making this type of video, and I actually really liked the last one, so we're gonna do it again. I have some of the things that I want to talk about written down, split up into different categories: so academics, relationships, and self-care. And ignore somebody's like mowing their grass outside. Starting off, we're gonna talk about academics. I talked about this a lot my freshman year, but it's really easy also this year to slack off because you feel like sophomore is like not a freshman but not an upperclassman, so it's like, what am I doing here? I think it's really important to still stay on top of your grades, whichever grade you're in. You just want to stay on top of your stuff. I don't think anybody wants to fail. I definitely recommend staying on top of your homework, your grades, studying well, being locked in. You know, your GPA still exists even if you feel like you don't exist in the school. So for me, that's how I felt. Like, I was just walking around the hallways. I'm like, bro, what am I doing here? That's kind of how sophomore year feels. You're just like, it's kind of a drag. I don't know if that makes sense, but how I felt personally, and I know a lot of people feel that. Also, sophomore slump is a thing because of the reason I just explained. The meme of the kids walking into school with like their backs hunched, just stomping. Kind of how you feel every single day, but don't let that affect you. Go into school, happy, positive mindset, make the best out of the year. Even though it's not the hardest year, you kind of just like are there. Make sure to still have fun and enjoy that year because it's a year of high school that you're gonna miss, right? Year will fly by. For me, it was literally a snap of a finger. Like, I remember the first day of school so vividly. The last day of school was like the next day, so I don't even. Year went, honestly, I don't really remember most of it. I think academics also comes with like clubs and sports. I said this in my last video from last year, but I definitely recommend joining a club, chess club, maybe it's cooking club your school has, but definitely try to find something you're interested in. Join that club because you'll find people who have the same interests as you. That'll be way easier for you to make friends. It's a great idea just in general. And then also for sports, like if you're not an athletic person, I obviously don't recommend sports. If you're not athletic, definitely join some clubs, organizations if your school has some that you're interested in. If you are an athletic person, I definitely recommend joining a team. For me, I play volleyball in the fall, a team managed basketball in the winter, and then in the spring I play tennis. I'm kind of like occupied all year, and I think that's brought me such a good like group and community that has helped me through the year. Also just reaching out, like if you're going to a new school, trying to meet new people, trying to do new things. I know it's easy to stay in your like box. Like for me, when I go somewhere like I don't know anybody, I stay to myself, and I think that's something I need to break out of, especially with college coming up. Be able to go up to random people and like start conversation. I'm very awkward, I'm not comfortable, kind of embarrassing. Definitely step out of your comfort zone, start practicing that now, so when you go do new things it's much easier, because I didn't do that, so I'm warning you guys. Next thing for academics is balance. Super important to balance your life, like sports, school, home, friends, all these things. Make time for all the things that are important to you. Staying on top of your schoolwork, but don't let schoolwork completely like take over your life. You also make time for your friends, for your family, for things you love to do, having fun, going outside, all these things. If you are just so focused and like drilling down on one thing, it's really easy to burn out. And burnout is something I don't think anybody wants to experience because you feel like you're like out, like you're done. Balance, like taking care of yourself, taking care of others, taking breaks. I think it's really important in any phase of life, not even just sophomore year. Writing down or thinking about all the things that you want to prioritize them in your like own way. Make time for all of them. Person does not want to stop mowing their grass. Next category is relationships. And boy, do I have some advice for you. I'm gonna start off with friendships. Friendships this year have been a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like that's just a canon event in high school. But for me, yeah, it was pretty crazy. I feel like the friend group I went into freshman year with, that I spent freshman year with, like we're still obviously friends, but I don't know if we're as close as we used to be. I think that's just because people have different like values and people are just growing apart, and I feel like people are prioritizing other things. The more you change, the people around you are gonna change. An obvious thing that's gonna happen, like the more you change, the more different qualities you're gonna want in a person or a friend. bro. About this in my last like video of last year, like friend group is gonna change throughout high school. It's just something you have to be ready for. Obviously, like I'm still friends and I love those people. Like I've definitely grown closer with more like different people. Everybody's changing. You're not gonna be friends with the same people like whole entire high school career. Obviously there's that slight chance, but it's not very likely. I would still say I'm friends with a lot of the friends I was last year with. So we're not as close, and it's just people are growing apart and are choosing different lives and stuff like that. So no, it's no hate, no shade at all. It's just life, honestly, and I still love all those people with all my heart, but it's just different now. I'm really kind of nervous to see what junior year brings, to see like who I'll be hanging out with most of the time, but you know, we'll see. God's plan, for real. That's what I have to say about friendships. And also drama, I'd say, but it's literally, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. If you look left, it's there, right there. Just try to stay away. Don't be that person who always goes looking for drama just because you're bored, because nobody likes somebody like that. And I know people who are like that, and I'm just like, honey, what are you actually doing? Like, just step away. Like, nobody wants conflict. If you enjoy conflict, I would say go check that out. Go to Jesus with that, because that's not a normal thing. You shouldn't want conflict in your friend groups. You shouldn't want conflict with people in your grade. Like, if you are craving drama, like, I don't know what you're doing, like, respectfully. People who do not want drama like me, whenever you see it, just step away from it. Don't try to get involved. Like, we all want to know the tea, like, oh, who said what, who said that, da, 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 da. But you're just gonna get yourself involved. Just stay away, stay back. Stand clear. Always be that person trying to cause drama with you. Ignore it. Just walk away. Like, I don't know what else to say. Just don't even come close to it. Just when you see drama over there, just walk over there. Like, I don't even know what to say. Considering other relationships like boys, I don't have much advice because I've never, Sophomore year, like, you're so bored. You just want to try everything. Like, for sure, sophomore year, people were real bold. Obviously, if you find somebody, they check all your boxes, boop, boop, boop. Love the Lord, obviously. That's when I would give you the green light. Don't just be so bored that you're just gonna go for anybody who likes you. I think the worst relationship you can get into, only liking the person because they liked you first. Because where is the gravity? Where is the heart? Now you're just going where you get attention. You know what I'm saying? First, you need to understand being single is normal. I've been single all my life, and you know I'm thriving. Barely. Know that being single is okay. You don't always need a relationship. If you feel like you always need a relationship, looking at a relationship with God, because once you find security in him, the perfect person will come along. Keep trying to find security in other people, always gonna fail you. They're always gonna let you down, like they're gonna leave you. Jesus never will leave you, so he's the one relationship you should be focused on. Once you have that established, you can start looking around. Secure that relationship with God first, because if that is not rooted, then I don't know what you're expecting, but it's not gonna be good. I want to just honorable mention to this. I'm talking to you girls over here. Do not. I know you think you're a sophomore, like, oh, it's better than a freshman. Do not go for a senior. I'm telling you right now. It's not the move. It's not the go. It's not the shot. It's not the shot. If your grades don't touch, neither should you. Okay? Okay guys, last little section or category is self-care. First thing I wrote down is mental health. This is a big topic for me, at least, that I experienced this year. I never thought that I'd be like somebody who struggled with mental health, but this year I actually really did. Really started in the beginning of my sophomore year, like October. I just like was very not myself. The people around me know that I'm pretty jolly, uplifting, joyful person. This year I definitely really struggled with that, and I just wasn't myself. Fell into like a lot of isolation, just isolating myself. I would feel depressed all the time. I felt really lonely. I think that was a big part. I feel like the people in my life, like I talked about my friendships, like how they kind of changed this year. Like saw the change as in nobody wanted to be like my friend, I guess you could say. That just took me like down a really dark hole because nobody liked me, like nobody saw me. Felt like I didn't have my person. Like everybody had their somebody, but I was just left alone. I would just isolate myself. I became super quiet. Without knowing, I feel like I fell into a lot of depression and loneliness. That being said, I definitely turned to the Lord in that moment. He alone, like actually him alone, he saved me from that. So many nights I would just cry myself to sleep because I just felt like I had nobody. It was just the devil trying to talk to me, saying like I have nobody, because I have the best family in the world. Like they've never made me feel like I can't come to them. And so that's why I was thinking about it, and it's like, does it make sense why I would think I don't have anybody, because I have so many people who care about me. Yeah, it was definitely a lie from the devil that he was telling me that nobody cares or that I'm alone. That's just not my life. I'm just so fortunate to have so many people, such a good community around me. But yeah, the Lord definitely took me out of that. He definitely saved me from that. So grateful. Life is so much better now. God is so good because I've not been able to get myself out of that by myself. I definitely say if mental health is something you struggle with or have struggled with, I definitely say remind yourself of the truths, because the devil likes to tell you lies, and when you remind yourself of the truth, the lies will definitely like suppress. And even though you feel like you're alone, always try to reach out and like ask for help. For me, I didn't ask for help, and I think that's why it took like 10 times longer for me to overcome, because I didn't talk to anybody about it, like at least how bad it was. I definitely recommend, guys, talk to somebody, talk to a sibling, a parent, a friend, a guardian, talk to God about it, obviously, because he, you know, he understands it all. And yeah, I definitely think that is something we all will go through in one point or another. It's definitely important to know what to do when that time comes. Definitely talk to somebody, talk to God. He's always there and he loves you a lot. Wink. Another thing I want to say about self-care is keeping your morals. In high school overall, it's super easy to like let go of what you believe. You just do what's popular, do what's like funny, do it think about what I want to prioritize, who I want to become, like what do I believe in. Do not compromise those things. Like for me, biggest thing I believe in is Jesus, of course. So if I went about my year kind of just compromising my relationship with him, like saying, oh, it's fine, I'll do that later, I'll pray later, I'll do this later, hang out with my friends, start reading my Bible, those little compromises might seem little till they become a habit, and until they become repetitive, and until they become your lifestyle. I think people think drifting away from God is like a one-time thing, the thing that you do every single day. If you don't catch yourself in the act, you will just continue drifting. Think about it like in a boat, like in the ocean. If you don't have an anchor, if you're not rooted like in something, you're just gonna keep going farther and farther and farther from shore. Definitely recommend taking time before the school year starts. Think about like what you prioritize, what is most important to you, kind of building like habits that way like stay the priority. With new people coming into your life, maybe you get into a relationship, or you start a new sport, or you make the varsity team or something like that, that starts to become something that you want to spend time on, work on. So it's super important to have those moral bases so that nothing overtakes it, if that makes sense. Just to keep the main thing by keeping it the main thing for the main thing. Also, I think it's really important to set goals for yourself. Whichever phase of life you're in, I think it's always important to make a effort to choose to better yourself in some way, shape, or form. For me, I really want to work on my like physical body. I want to work on my content, obviously, building my relationship with God, staying on top of my grades. I always have the goal to get an A in every class. For some people, that's just not something you like strive to do. Maybe it's like B's or C's. Definitely commit to it and set it, because you always have something you want to work towards, accomplish it, you'll feel so like happy. But for me, one of my goals is to get A's, like I said, start every day with devotional and prayer, grow my channel, my social media platforms, can start making like a living off of this. I think setting goals, it really gives you something to work toward. You like owe it to yourself, I guess you could say. Like, it's not something like you have to do, it's like something you want to do. But yeah, guys, that is all the advice I have for you. Honestly, like nothing crazy. I feel like you go into high school thinking it's gonna be the most insane part of your life. For some people it is, it's like life-changing. I don't know if this is my school, but I mean, it's not like that crazy. It's fun. But it's just school. It's only one part of your life. Definitely make the most of it. Also, don't like stress over it too much, because once you get like the hang of it, once you started high school, it's just kind of just like, oh, okay, next. Like once you start high school, you just want to go to college. Once you're in college, you just want to have a career. Once you have a career, you just want to retire. Enjoy the moment you're in right now. Don't stress over it, but enjoy it. Yeah, guys, that's all the advice I have for you guys. I want to say a prayer for all of us as we enter the school year. I personally start in a couple weeks. I wanted to make this video for the people who are starting like soon, because I know a lot of people are already started or are starting pretty soon. I want to say a prayer for us all that we can get through this year. So much motivation, so much joy, so much peace. Let's pray. Dear Jesus, thank you for today. Thank you for everything you've done for us and given us. I pray for myself and the person on the other side of the screen. I pray that as we enter this school year, whichever year it may be, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, or senior year, I pray that you will just lead us and guide us to the places we should go. I pray that you will shape our desires for the ones that you have created us to have. I pray for whatever classes we take, whatever friends we make, Lord, I pray that those will be fruitful in our relationships with you. We will be able to grow our relationship with you and not compromise it this year. I pray that this year will be one of so much fun, that we will have so much peace, so much growth, Lord, and through all the tribulation and all the joys, I pray that we'll still look to you and find you and continue to grow a relationship with you regardless of what life throws at us. Pray for peace, for any anxieties or just scaredness. Give us your peace that surpasses all understanding, that we can go through this year feeling that you're right next to us and right by our side. Thank you for everything. Help this be the best year of our lives. In Jesus' name, amen. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys got some info out of this. Stay tuned for the back to school content because it's gonna start rolling in. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.